Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. My name is Bahamut. We find ourselves here on Battlefield of Eternity for game number 1 of our Best of 3 series for Division A East. And if you're sitting at home eating dinner, but sitting there and saying, wait a minute, Bahamut, how do we get to Battlefield of Eternity? I got you covered. Specifically, Bunkus. The home team this evening is going to be Heroes of the United States. They lost the coin flip, meaning that gillyShark have won a coin flip, which is a radical idea in and itself, but gillySharks will opt to take map pick priority for game number 1, banning out Tomb of the Spider Queen and Alterac Pass. We are going to be seeing Towers of Doom and Braxis hold up, banned up by the members of Heroes of the United States, and map number 1, game number 1, is going to be Battlefield of Eternity, chosen by the members of gillyShark. Let's get back into our draft and find out what we have here. I heard a ping. Maybe I didn't. Okay. I thought I had a DM, but either way, doesn't apparently not. Samuro, however you want to pronounce it, is going to be banned out by the members of Heroes of the United States. Now, both these teams took the last season off. You are correct, Munkus, but I also want to point out real quick, this is a matchup that we have seen so many seasons back to back from Nexus Gaming Series. Like, Heroes of the United States versus gillyShark has been... It's such a good matchup, so I'm so excited about this. We actually see the Decker Kane being banned out on the right-hand side. Ruby got a buff recently and is really, powerful. We were actually talking about that during our Storm League games. Kyberries was actually in here chatting about how impactful it can be with the upgrade with perfect gems at level 20. But they're going to consider this last ban. It's going to be Sylvanas. That's going to be targeted towards Rio Kai. But even then, like, Sylvanas overall as a hero, she's insanely impactful in our current meta with being able to lock down towers. I mean, I was just playing Storm League, as I said, and we played on I can't think of the map, Volskaya Foundry, and we basically, I wouldn't say we ran it down bottom lane, but we definitely pushed very hard down there because that is a win condition for that map. And so Sylvanas, just push pressure in general, is something that they'd want to get rid of. Her team fight's great, mobility's great. Ban on the right-hand side, do they consider... It's going to be a Deathwing, actually, so they don't want to deal with the big brute up in top lane, and also his poke, and also just overall aggression as the giant dragon. So this will be first pick coming out from the members of Heroes of the United States as map pick priority went over to the side of gillyShark. First pick on the left-hand side. Well, Blaze is on their team. Do they prioritize the Blaze? No, it's actually going to be Rhaegar. They're looking to go... They can either go Ancestral or they can go Bloodlust. We'll see what the rest of the draft offers, but on Battlefield of Eternity, Bloodlust will work out really good if you try and go aggressive into that. What do they consider here? Do they consider... Because Bloodlust, let's see, it's movement speed, and I believe you also get healing, kind of like Life Leech, if you will, from your auto attacks. So something like an Ana might not be bad, because then you can use the Biter Grenade at the start of the Bloodlust. You know, you have that big Bloodlust animation and announcement with the audio, but they're actually going to consider themselves a Li Ming and a Raynor, so they're going to be focusing onto the poke potential reset as well as the race and siege coming out from them. Rhaegar on the left-hand side, something like a Lunara, still very, very good for that team. Her race potential is massive. Cassia had a rework recently. We could see her. I'm just trying to think of some auto attackers that might really get a lot of value from it. It's pronounced the worst design hero in the game. Oh, come on, Ektar. Come on. 20 bucks says they Bloodlust comp? I mean... Are you sending me the $20? Where's my money, Buttspot? Buttspot, please. Just winky face. All right, so Thrall Phoenix. This is definitely looking like a Bloodlust composition. Now, I want to also point out the fact that Thrall, Phoenix, and Rhaegar all pair well together. Phoenix with the Purification Salvo can get value from the Earthquake, can also get value from the Slowing Totem from Rhaegar. So there's a lot of slows right there. They're actually going to get rid of the Joanna as well because, I mean, I don't blame them. You go ahead and you throw a Slowing Totem down. You have a Condemn to pull people in. God's Wing, thank you for the follow as we get into game number 1 here, as that will be an ETC ban on the left-hand side, and it makes a lot of sense. ETC on this map with a Li Ming Raynor, you have that power slide in, Raynor sustained damage, they could go... Oh! Okay, they swapped at the last second. I was gonna say, I think Mecha's banned, but they're good. Never mind. Sorry. Just boring skin incoming, and I just put lol. Alright, yeah. Anyways, so Stukov will be grabbed here as well. Good zone potential, but this Tyrael is not something we see too often. From the gillySharks, definitely a, I wouldn't say a comfort, but a strong pick from them. A Nubrak will be grabbed with a Blaze. This is Heroes of the United States, or HOTUS if you will, have got a very aggressive dive, setup, step in, and blood. Like this is a lot of good aggression coming out from them. I like this quite a bit. The following skins are banned. Oh, it didn't scroll the page down far enough. Okay, there we go. Ektar is just posting in the Division A chat, and I was looking over at it. Yeah, the mecha Tyrael is always banned out, unfortunately. Because, all right. Side note to the draft. I know we're gonna get in our time has come. I need to ping someone really quickly. Okay, I'm sorry. Can we talk about the chest looter? Can we talk about the Tyrael skin that just came out? The one that's like whitish. It's like this like matte white, and it's so good. Anub is one of HOTUS's favorites back in the old days. Ooh, Key, thank you. They drafted 3 offlaners. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, I guess. Yeah. Offlane important role. Evidence provided by the blue team. Well, everyone, let's go ahead and get on into it. On the left-hand side, we got the members of Heroes of the United States, or HOTUS for short. Waterboy is going to be on the Phoenix. We're going to have Jub on that Rhaegar. Clyde is going to be on the Blaze. We've got Blaze on the... This is going to get real annoying. It's going to be on the Thrall, and we got Watson on that Anubarak. On the right-hand side, we got the members of gillyShark. We're going to be seeing Zergy Monster on the Dancing Artanis. Down in the bottom lane, we'll be seeing Chess Looter on the Li Ming. Stark is going to be showing off their prestige on that Tyrael. Kaimo on the Stukov, and we'll see Ryokai on the Reyna. Let's go ahead and get into bottom lane and check out our level 1s, as we do have our first matchup. Looks like Blaze and the Phoenix going to swap off. Going to be having Blaze back into the top lane. Artanis did go into amateur opponent at level 1. Pretty standard pickup right there. Exterminator for the Raynor as well. I was going to say Rhaegar. Nothing really too out of the ordinary. The only thing I will note here is we do have Rolling Thunder for the Thrall, so I think they're going to be trying to step into the enemy team and get a lot of value from that right there, but right now this is just going to be a little bit of a back and forth. Tyrael going to be able to use the Elduins, might be able to back off. Blaze taking a little bit of damage. The healing coming out from Jub will be enough, but the Li Ming stray damage is going to be very, very impactful into them. Now I want to talk about Battlefield of Eternity here for a second. We are going to be having our first objective announced at the 2-minute and 30-second mark. It'll be up and available for contest at the 3-minute mark in the game. So typically around 2-minute 45-ish, you want to be rotating and grabbing and finishing and kind of pushing that camp out into lane, so that way they can have some sort of pressure. Stark going to be diving in, does have the push from Kaimo Tripson, bit of damage onto them, but they pop that with the kill switch from Kaimo Tripson. Bio kill switch, not biotic. Bio kill switch is going to be able to get that pop of healing onto Stark. They're actually going to throw the Aldruin's Might over, and the rotation coming over towards this bottom lane camp will be a quick one from them. I just want to kind of show vision. You actually saw right there the Impale is going to be coming out, so they don't have that Impale, but they still have the Burrow. They're going to be diving in. Watson taking a lot of damage. She's going to get low. That's going to be first blood in favor for the members of gillyShark as they find a double reset onto this Li Ming. Waterboy's going to be able to get the blink away. They sidestep her. More or less, they blink away from the orb, and they'll be able to get just 2 kills on the side of gillyShark. But now the siege coming in, they're going to try and soft pressure this bottom lane. I want to talk about the objective once again. The way that it moves and decides in which lane it's going to be going into is based on how sieged and how destroyed the lane is versus top and bottom. That wording isn't very good, but my point is, if they soft push into bottom lane and this Artanis doesn't do much in top lane, they know for a fact that the next objective will be going into top lane. So what they can do is they kind of can play around that fact. They're like, cool, we've soft pushed this, we know where it's going if we win it, now we can throw this camp up there, and that might actually swap things over to bottom lane if this camp gets free pushed during all of the during the objective phase. Ryokai is going to be able to get this camp with the help of Stark, but the Exterminator value here, 75% increased damage to minions, mercenaries, and monsters, as well as the 125 when you're inspired. So when they slap that W key, they're going to be dealing just an insane amount of damage towards the minion, mercenaries, and monsters, as we do have about a level lead in favor for the gillySharks. So I'm going to quickly show the experience, and we're looking at about a 2,000 experience gain. I'm looking to see where it's coming from specifically. A little bit from minions, slight bit from minions, but mostly the mercenaries and the heroic kills as they grab a camp on the left-hand side. Going to be kind of closing that experience gap a little bit, but no advantage just yet as the top lane camp does come out a little early, but Actually, no, it's not that early. It's good timing on that camp because they have the enemy team up there. There's quite a few up there clearing that out as Hodis is going to be managing that. And meanwhile, Stark and friends are going to be working on this Immortal. They get the first half in their favor. And this Immortal, as standard, will always go to the race potential side on either side. So red will go over here, blue will be going over here, and we'll see who's going to be... they're actually going to try and race this out. But versus the Li Ming and the Raynor, just those two. Also Zergy Monster on the Artanis with the amateur opponent. 150% increased damage to non-heroes. Well, yeah, you're going to win that race very well. And as I said, they've already prepped top lane in a sense, or at least they know that there's not going to be bottom lane pressure. This is actually going to be the camp being cleared out by Stark, and we'll rotate over here and check out top lane. We're going to cycle through some of those other numbers after we see our level 7s. Li Ming step forward to get the globe. No domination from them, so it's not like they get the globe. Domination isn't right. It's the level 1 talent where you get the... increased spell power from the regeneration globes, if I'm not mistaken. I think it also gives you mana return as well. Immortal still pushing in, will be attacking from range. Zergy, I think, was looking for a swap, doesn't manage to find anything, and this is going to be the front gate going down, the Immortal moving into melee range as it gets the, as I said, front gate, but I expect him to back off. Meanwhile, down in bottom lane, Stark is actually going to be trying to cheese the well a little bit. Don't manage to do so, but they are able to get out of there, and they open up that bottom lane a little bit further for themselves on the side of gillyShark, as that was a strong first Immortal in the favor, and we are going to be seeing still a small advantage leave for the members of gillyShark. Stark with no mana down here is going to be harassed by Clyde, but I think they should be able to self-sustain and just wait for maybe Artanis to rotate down. Until then, yeah, now they'll Hearth back and Artanis will be in lane, so that'll work out for them. Camp will be in top lane, but they're not able to invade on the side of gillyShark because they don't have their Tyrael, so it's a little too aggressive for them. They're going to just play it safe, let the camp come into them, and clear this out as it does enter into lane. Everyone is an offlaner if you believe in your heart. If you believe in the heart of the cards, yeah. I'm really surprised Hodis didn't take Greymane. That's actually a really good point too. I was thinking about that during the draft. I was like, man, there's no priority into Greymane here. I would actually consider swapping Greymane and Phoenix. Not that Phoenix is bad. I'm not saying that the Phoenix player is doing anything wrong by any means, but Greymane, I think, is just a strong hero overall. Would have given you race potential, would have given you dive, would have given you aggression. I think go for the throw with the Anubrak. That's a lot of good dive potential together. You can get those low health heroes like Raynor or Li Ming to be killed, but also to note, you have things like Wave of Force, you've got Holy Ground, you've got Swap, you've got Lurking Arm, you've got Penetrating Rounds. There's a lot of good control coming out from the gillySharks into a Greymane, so I think that's the reason we're seeing the range. Plus, you also have the synergies of the slows to be able to get the Purification Salvo value. That's going to be Stark diving in, Lurking Arm into the backline, Kaima going to be spreading the pustule around just to keep the healing up. Clyde taking a lot of damage, gets a Jet Propulsion in. They're going to look to back out of here. Stark chasing in further. It looks like they're going to give it a little bit of a speed boost. Objective phase will be up in the next 3 seconds. What are camp timings like? 30 seconds to 20 seconds on those, so it looks like they're going to go straight for the race here as Rio just dumps damage into this, and you also see the combo coming out from Li Ming. This is all 5 from gillyShark on this campus. There's going to be a camp, they're going to be on this objective camp in bottom lane being pushed in. Half a level lead still here for the gillySharks as they're going to go back. Looks like they're going to tap well for some mana and get prepared for a defensive play. This is going to be a defensive on either side. You can see the camp on the right-hand side up and available. Do they want to try and go for that really quickly? It looks like gillyShark is going to attempt it. Ryokai does have vision over the wall, but now they see the enemy team stepping into them. We have the vision of Chymotrypsin right now. And this is going to be a lot of damage into the Immortal phase that they're kind of just giving over for free. I mean, half the Immortal's already gone down as they're just grabbing a camp on the right. Artanis coming over into all of this fight. And there's no halfway mark for this. They need to make a play happen here, and that's a lot of damage onto the Immortal that they gave over for free. Can they make a play into this enemy side? Nice Impale, Jet Propulsion from the Blaze, Chain CC, that's going to be a Burrow Charge from the Anubrak, Zergy getting a swap, going for the Blade Dash. 10 talents here will be here for gillyShark as they're going to be playing into this enemy team. Cleanse comes out, will not be enough as that will be a Blaze going down, Stark and friends chasing in. That's going to be the blink out from Waterboy as they get out of there just fine. They're going to grab themselves the camp on the left-hand side. Camp in top lane going to be stepping into the keep front range, fort front range as they actually jump over Lurking Arm and steal the camp away. Watson very low. Sorry, I was looking at the camp just, let's look at the siege while there's actually a fight happening. So that's going to be double camp for the gillySharks. They're looking to invade onto top lane. Going to give the Immortal phase over to over to bottom, and they're going to get themselves a potential free kill. Phoenix is going to try, the blink. Wait, Chess, no blink? Chess, no blink? Huh. Yeah, because they have Calamity and everything. I'm surprised. Huh. Also, Chess holding still. There's the Bloodlust. Li Ming holding level 10, which is surprising to me. Web Wrap. Li Ming is going to clear, so they did go to Disintegrate because they wanted to deal with that. There's the Earthquake, Purification Salvo. Ryokai taking a lot of damage, uses the Penetrating Round to get back right there. Unfortunately, I think they're going to be going down to the Sustained Chase from the Thrall, Blink from the Phoenix. So they give one over, but they got a lot of value during all of that. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, we do have the Immortal stepping in, so the Immortal got a free fort in bottom. Is going to get a bit of damage on the keep front gate, and they give over 1 as Chest Looter just hearths back. I was wondering why they were holding 10. I forgot about the fact that Anubarak didn't pick their 10 either, so the Disintegrate into Anubarak makes a lot of sense here to burn down the Web Wrap as quickly as possible. We also do see, as Monkus was calling in chat, we do see a Bloodlust composition out from the side of Here's the United States. Here's the United States. How did the gillySharks get such an insane race team? I know this is just a giant cap at the end, but they drafted it. Ha 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 ha. POTUS first pick Rhaegar, that is true. The members of gillyShark first double picked well, I guess first 2 picks were a Raynor and a Li Ming. And then they grabbed themselves the Tyrael, then they grabbed themselves the Stukov, then they grabbed themselves the Artanis. On the opposing side, it was Rhaegar, Thrall, Phoenix, and then Blaze and Anubarak. I believe that's the draft order, if you are wondering in chat. But Zergy Monster find themselves a bit alone here down in this bottom lane. I also do want to note the skin right there. I gotta say, it's a good skin because it has that like Zeratul blade and everything. It's cool because it's from Legacy of the Void and all that good stuff. Right? Legacy of the Void? Or is it on Heart of the Swarm where he gets it? Might be Heart of the Swarm. I don't know. My StarCraft lore isn't as good as probably everyone in chat. So either way, 12-12, but the members of gillyShark have held over a solid lead consistently throughout this game when it comes to experience as well as just the overall pressure on the map. I'm gonna go ahead and I forgot about this earlier. Let's go ahead and cycle through those other numbers, get an idea of what the experience, damage, and healing has looked like from both of these teams as the second Immortal phase will be spawning here. Third one of the game will be spawning here. This is going to be race potential on both sides. So this will be gillyShark. I mean, gillyShark with their race right now, it's like, look at the health while I drink water. Legacy of the Void, thank you, Mel. By the way, Mel, really good games earlier. Thanks for playing with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you had fun. I know I had more fun when I got to 5-stack with all of you than when I was getting called trash consistently in all my games. The members of the gillyShark are gonna grab themselves the Immortal phase. This should go into bottom. No, top. No, bottom. I thought the top had a gate still for some reason. Either way, that's actually a really good lane for the gillySharks as well. They've got a little bit of pressure already here, but they're going to split off once again. They're going to be splitting and going for the split siege. We're going to jump over to the vision for our blue team. Actually, you know what? Sorry. We're not going to jump over to the vision because it gets rid of all the stats. Actually, no, we don't need to see KDA anymore. Let's do that. So they know that the gillySharks are top lane. They're going to send a Nubarak, and Blaze is already defending. They're looking to go for double keep, I think, or they're just literally looking to use the value from the Immortal phase to get themselves some split pressure advantages. You know, they're going to see a couple members down there. You see the Phoenix, but they know, excuse me, this is a 4v4. 4v5 as the Flailing Swipe comes out. There's going to be a Sanctification out from the Tyrael. There's a slow from the Thrall, as there's going to be a Jet Propulsion from the Blaze. Tyrael taking a lot of damage. Will they be able to get out alive? Speed boost goes on to them. Zergy trying to make it out of here. Stukov took the long rotation out of there. Gets a huge slow. That's going to be a root as well, and they find the counter kill onto the Thrall. That's going to be another kill onto the Rhaegar as well, and Zergy gonna get the swap onto Watson. We have Clyde splitting off from the friendly team. Watson pops the armor, but that's going to be the Blaze going down the top most of our screen. Zergy not gonna go for the swap right there as Li Ming throws a orb into the keep right there. The Immortal did get burned down, so that is not up and available anymore, but all that's left is gonna be the Phoenix and the Anubarak forward defense while they have a giant wave coming in through top. They should be an easy keep for the gillySharks, but I don't think they try and end anymore. I don't think, yeah, I was gonna say, Chester was stepping up with Ryokai. I was like, I don't think they tried to end here, and I'm about to be like, this is worrisome because there were so low death timers, and it's not like they had a 16 talent tier advantage or anything like that. Stark playing with a little bit of fire right now. No, not a very low mana, but and also very low health, but gonna get that healing pushel from Kaimo. And now, I didn't look at the timer, but we're probably not too far off from another objective phase, so they're gonna be splitting off, and looks like they're gonna be going for double camp. Camp and top, camp and... Actually, double camp for top, and bottom lane is going to be 19 seconds off on that one. Stukov plus Tyrael and Omega level of disengage against Bloodlust. Yeah. Stukov playing really well. Yeah, don't give him don't let it go to Kaimo Tripson's head here, Belgrave. No, seriously, Stukov is playing insane. We've seen. I'm trying to figure out if I want to swap through talents or other numbers. I want to at least show the healing and experience really quickly, because I'm just curious. The Artanis with 10k for the friendly team. Holy crap, 11k for rounding up. Blaze with just about 9.3. You can see a lot of heroic experience in favor. Swap does not connect onto Clyde. They get the Jet Propulsion out. But fourth Immortal of the game coming out. Will gillyShark take it with their 16 talent tier advantage? 31,000 from that Stukov, by the way, when it comes to healing. I think it was like 25,000 from the Rhaegar, I think. Don't quote me on that. Caster Fishbrain. Li Ming is going to burn through the Web Wrap Zergimon, so there's going to Earthquake, Purification, Salvo connecting onto quite a few. Bloodlust comes out. Sanctification just mitigates much of the value, as Bloodlust will just kind of run out, and they're in defensive posturing, but did the Immortal swap over? I think they have like a smidgen of damage they need to do before the Immortal phase swaps over. Oh my god, Jub gets massive swap, and they're going to find themselves on the awkward side of this engagement. There's going to be the halfway phase for this, but that will be a double reset for Li Ming. Meanwhile, Blaze was trying to make something happen. Waterboy does get the blink away. Ryokai going to be chasing in, blinking forward. They don't get the combo in. Clyde gets a Jet Propulsion. There's going to be some armor reduction onto them, as Blaze will be stepping in on that Thrall, but they actually end up just stepping over to the Immortal side, and they say, cool, this race is ours. This Immortal will be going into bottom lane and will be just about, slightly fully. No, it's going to be fully shielded. I don't think they took any damage. Good Saint. Cocooning Artanis face. I mean, this Li Ming is just making sure that cocoon is mitigated every single time. Monkus, oh my god. And I agree with you too. They need to not use all their ults at once, because Tyrael just uses Sanctification whenever he hears just. Oh my god, the text form of Bloodlust right there is so good. Sanctification, excuse me, Eldruin's Might over into the bush right there, so they do get a little bit of vision. gillyShark is going to back off, and this is actually huge, because what they're doing is they're pulling the enemy team to chase them, and the Immortal gets free siege for them. And now, they're now saying, cool, we don't have to fight underneath a keep. We're not going to take armor reduction. All we have to do is deal with the core. Swap from Artanis, the blink comes out. Stark steps forward here. Does the team try and end with this? It's 16 up on both sides. I'm going to pull away talents for a second. They take out the well on bottom. Slowly moving in with this, but the Immortal's losing a lot of its health. Stark actually going to be... they're taking out the well. They want to get rid of the lane sustain and the objective sustain, and the core will lose 7%. They're going to back off on the side of gillyShark and just play things a little safe on their end, making sure they're taking advantages when they have them, rather than just pushing face and just trying to end game when they think they can just step in. Argle Bargle, yes, exactly, Trainwreck, exactly. You said they picked a Nubrak after Li Ming? Yes. Li Ming was picked in the 1-2, exactly, Monkus. Yep. It was the first pick, so really quickly for draft, it was in order, Rhaegar, hold on, fight breaking out, there's gonna be the Blaze coming in, huge combo coming out from the... Oh, the Web Wrap actually kind of saving Stark right there. I think they actually go down right now. They throw the Eldruin's Might backwards. I don't think they get out of this one alive. Purification Salvo does come out. Stark is somehow going to be going down, but can they get back into the enemy team range to get the 10%? Nah, so they don't get any sort of cooldown reduction on their death timer, but that's going to be double keeps down for the members of Heroes of the United States. But it's Battlefield of Eternity. It's still anyone's map, because there's such a... It's easy to manage your lanes because the rotations are very short between top and bottom. Once again, really quickly, for anyone that's wondering, draft order, HOTUS in order drafted a Rhaegar, Phoenix, Thrall, Blaze, a Nubrak. Maybe a Nubrak then Blaze, but you know what I mean. On the right-hand side for the gillySharks, they went in order of Li Ming, Raynor, Tyrael, Stukov, Artanis. Tuna Breath, thank you for the 2k bits, or 2k bandit bucks. I will get the bandit pets here in just a second. I feel like I actually owe Kai bandit pets as well. I might have not gotten to those because Storm League is a little distracting sometimes, but the members of gillyShark are having to deal with some wave management. This is kind of the first time we're seeing in this game number 1 where they're a little pushed in, or at least kind of playing the responsive role into the members of Heroes of the United States. I don't think they try and backdoor off of this. I mean, the core is down 23% of its health, but this is going to be the first Immortal phase over to the side of Heroes of the United States. I think they're looking for 20, but I don't know if they have that. Bloodlust comes out. Tyrael gonna get put in the web wrap. That's gonna be Tyrael actually going behind the enemy team. Purification Salvo comes out. Lurking Arm's gonna be there. There's a whole lot of members getting very low. There's gonna be the blind from Artanis. Sanctification comes out as well. There's gonna be the double reset for Li Ming, and she's popping off right there. Swap comes out from Artanis. We have Blaze in the backline going down, and with that, the members of gillyShark can chase on in. They're gonna be looking for Waterboy, who's going to just kind of blink away. They don't have another blink, and they're just gonna do their best to spin to win, at least with the laser cutter right there. But now we do see the members of gillyShark up 20 talent tier, 2 to 12 in kills in their favor for gillyShark, and they step towards core, looking to take game 1 in our best of 3 series here. And I do believe so. gillyShark will take that. GG. Well played. Whew. Mind if I sank here? Did they need to fight? They halftime lead even with Gil? Yeah. I guess it's safer, but I think they could have ended with Last Immortal. They just didn't need to, though. They like gillyShark saw that they had an opportunity to end, and they took it. And I would say that is probably one of the hardest things in general when it comes to Heroes of the Storm, is when you have those moments where you could just... I got a message from Blaze. They were like, first pick and this map. And I'm like, wait a minute. I want it all, All right, let me show talents really quickly, and then we're going to get ready for game number 2 here. I think you might have seen what map it's going to be, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter that much. Can't argue with the bot. That Butkov silence was absolutely disgustingly butt. Exactly, Buttspot. Exactly. Disgustingly. Alright, let me go ahead and pull it back to Bandit and I. Let's update some stats, and let's get our next map in order. Or made. You know what I mean, chat. You know what I mean. How's everyone's Sunday? Whew. Right. A good game number 1. We are waiting on one player to get in here, and then we'll get into game number 2 here. Exactly. Bless you. Gonna make coffee? All right. Yo, Kalis, how's it going? We had a semi-EU friendly stream earlier. I was feeding in Storm League for about 4 hours. Iron Flare. Flare, I think? Yeah. How you doing, friend? Thanks for coming by. I hope you're having a wonderful night. We have bandit pets. Give me 1 second. I want you to all know how soft he is. He got a bath on Friday, and he is the best. Such a good... He actually got this little shark on Friday. He was such a good boy during his bath. Yeah, you good boy. Thanks for redeeming the pets. My Sunday has been okay, but now it's 3 a.m. and the weekend is almost to end. I know, right? I am not excited that tomorrow means it's Monday, but hey, we're gonna do our best. Nice to see gillyShark versus Hodis again. I agree, Hemi. We'll do our best, but we'll enjoy it. Let's go ahead and get into game number 2. I looked over at chat right before I went to the introduction. Alpha Gamers just says the problem with HOTUS's draft is they didn't draft Butcher. I agree. Welcome back into the Nexus Gaming Series Division A East matchup between HOTUS versus gillyShark. We find ourselves here in game number 2 on Infernal Shrines, and if you're sitting at home wondering how we got to Infernal Shrines, let me get you covered on that info. The home team this evening is going to be the members of Here's the United States. They lost the coin flip, giving priority over to the side of gillyShark. gillyShark chose map pick for game number 1. gillyShark banned out Tomb and Alterac Pass. Towers of Doom and Braxis were banned out by the Heroes of the United States. Battlefield of Eternity was the first map chosen by gillyShark, and they won that. The losing team can either choose first pick or map pick. Heroes of the United States opted for map pick for game 2, and they have chosen to take us to Infernal Shrines, giving first pick priority over to the side of gillyShark. Let's get back into our draft and find out what we have here, as the Deckard Cain will be banned out once again. Samuro, right on. Yeah. Mini Shark, yeah. The little Mini Shark is so cute. Infernal Shrines, yeah. Infernal Shrines is a good map. It's one, we're keeping it thematic, which is always good, but the other factor too is just it's good when it comes to rotations, to brawling. It's another good, Rhaegar Bloodlust composition if they want to go into that. Seems like gillyShark aren't too afraid of the Bloodlust. They seem to be doing just fine. That's gonna be a Joanna ban though. Makes sense on a map like this because of her rotation power, her ability to be able to group up minions, skeletal defenders, enemy heroes, the slows. Overall, it's just a very strong hero, so I don't blame them on the side of gillyShark getting rid of that. What does HOTUS get rid of? I'm trying to think, like, what's something that, like, there's so many variables here. Like, do you get rid of the Tyrael? I don't think they do. It's gonna be Sylvanas again. They don't want to deal with the push power of her.
It is time.
Hey, chat. I think this is the first Zul game on my stream for casting, so I hope you're all ready. Raynor and Orphea, huh? She's really strong on this map. What I want to know is, do the gillySharks have a Mephisto player at this point? I don't know if they've been practicing Mephisto, but he's actually really good on this map. The reason being is cooldown reduction. It's the same premise as like Cho'Galls and stuff like that, where it's like any map where people have to group up and fight over a single target point. Volskaya Foundry is another good example of this. You get a lot of value. They're actually going to go for the Rhaegar Phoenix themselves. Is gillyShark about to just like clap back and say, this is how you bloodlust, or like... Are we serious with this right now? Orphea in Division A? Hit the dang button. What? Big Scary just so excited right now. That emote's adorable, by the way. The Vipey Awe is so good. ETC to be gotten rid of. I mean, I don't think we're going to be seeing an ETC here. I think this is main tank Zul. If gillyShark memory serves me correct, this is main tank Zul. So they're gonna need an off lane. They're actually gonna get rid of the Malfurion. Roots, poke, mana restoration, mana cool, or ability power cooldown. Yeah, that makes sense. Or ability cooldown. Zul plus Rhaegar is stupid strong. Monkus, I don't disagree. I do not disagree. Raynor, Orphea. They could actually go into Ana here if they wanted to. Ana would be a good pairing with the Orphea. Sleep Dart's a good setup as well. They could look for something like a Garrosh with that. Muradin's not bad either. Okay, they're gonna go Stuke off Urel. So they want to go a little bit more control in their composition here. What is with people in this map? Like, aren't they tired of playing here over and over again? I don't understand why people insist on playing garbage maps like this every series. Mega Muffin, what do you mean? Infernal Shrines is a staple. It's just a good map overall. I personally, like, competitively, Infernal Shrines is probably one of the... It's because it's a really well-balanced map, too. Like, it's if you start to build an advantage, it really goes in your favor. It's not like Garden of Terror feels like you can build an advantage and it goes nowhere. So, competitively, I really like Infernal Shrines, Battlefield of Eternity. I think those are two of some of the best maps in this game. Both of the Diablo maps from the Diablo event, which is like the first event we had in Here's the Storm, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure there was other events, but like the first major event that I remember, these two maps were just, they were so, and they didn't come out perfectly. Infernal Shrines was busted at the start. Do you remember the Punishers at the beginning, how they had to tune down the Punishers because they were just sieging too hard? So, I actually really like the Diablo here. The dive works in for them, gives them a little aggression within their control composition. They kind of border, they tiptoe this line in between of aggression and control. So, you know, they got Stukov Yrel for a little control. Raynor can be aggressive but also defensive. Orphea can kind of maneuver around and step in or step away with some of that Shadow Waltz value. So I like this on the side of Heroes of the United States. I think they've got a lot of good avenues here for game number 2 on Infernal Shrines. Megamuffin loves this map, it's his favorite. From the way that they talked, it doesn't sound so much. The map is perfect mix of PvE and PvP, allows many different strategies. I personally think that it's just a very well-balanced map. I think the macro and micro fights are really, really good, and you can win, like, it's not like Sky Temple where, like, you can just out-macro a team and just win the game, or Battlefield of Eternity where you can just out-macro a team and win. Like, here I feel like you actually kind of need to play into all the factors. But either way, let's go ahead and get on into game number 2. On the left-hand side, we got the members of Heroes of the United States trying to take us to a game number 3. On the left, we've got Waterboy on the Yrel, Blaze on the Orphea, Clyde is going to be on the Raynor, Jub on the Stukov, and Watson on the Diablo. On the right-hand side, we got the members of gillyShark. We're going to be seeing Chesslooter on the no damage Junkrat. We've got we've got Stark playing the Zool. I don't know how I managed to get the Stukov there. Kaimo Tripson will be on the Rhaegar, Zergimus is going to be on the Thrall, and Ryokai will be on the Phoenix. Let's get into mid lane and check out our level 1s, because we do have... Ooh, Arsenal Synergy for the Phoenix. Okay. Extra damage coming out after 3 repeater cannons onto an enemy hero. Then you swap to the bomb, or the phase bomb, and it gives you that increased damage by 150%. Yeah. And it actually has a larger splash. I didn't know it had a larger splash. I just knew it had increased damage. Didn't realize it was a larger AoE, which does actually make a lot of sense. Zergy gonna get dove on right there. There's gonna be actually a lot of overpower, a lot of pressure onto them. Concussion Mine kind of saves them, but also saves Watson in a sense. They might have actually traded out 1-for-1. Waterboy, very low. Auto attack from Rio is gonna be enough, but Rio, did you step too far forward? Doesn't actually end up going down. Why no Dauntless? Why not get 50 armor for any ability you use? Interesting. Interesting. Like, I was actually laying in bed yesterday thinking, I'm like, man, why isn't Dauntless just like, oh, like, I was sitting there, I was like, I feel like Dauntless is just like a standard pick. Like, why would you pick anything else? And we're seeing it here. Like, I don't know, like 50 armor after any basic ability is just busted to me. You can be so aggressive with that, but we'll have to see here. Maybe it's because of the solo lane matchup. What is this? After damaging an enemy hero with a basic ability, Yrel's next basic attack. I don't know. I don't want to, like, I'm you know, these players are all better than me, but I'm just like, as a caster, I'm sitting there here and I'm just like, I don't know how I feel about this. Watson taking a lot of damage, going to be trying to push Stark around, but realistically, they're just going to keep doing double soak and rotations and just kind of out-clearing the enemy team. Poke onto Blaze here. Ryokai going to get a bit of damage. Throws another phase bomb out to them. Going to actually get slowed. Manages to blink away right there as we do have Rhaegar back into bottom lane. Chesslooter slowly, you know, Junkrat's not a very viable character, so not going to be able to get a lot of damage right there. Kappa. The heal is just a laning talent, but Ken would, like, 50 armor. 50 armor, like, yeah, like, I can't argue, like, it's hard to argue against 50 armor. 183 health, 144 health after using a basic ability against a hero. So I guess if you spammed all of your abilities, you'd be getting like 450 extra health. That doesn't feel like a lot. Because I feel like Thrall can just mitigate that rather than, you know, 50. I know I keep harping on this and like, it's one of those things that, like, I can't find an argument for anything else but Dauntless. Unless they're, like, sitting there reducing your armor constantly, but Thrall doesn't really do that, so I don't know. That's just me. That's just me. Zergy is going to have some friendly members come up here. They're going to have Waterboy getting rooted. Yeah, that's going to be a pick on to the Yrel, and they find Third Blood. Actually, I just realized Third Blood, excuse me, on the side of gillyShark. We'll wait a little bit before we look at other stats and talents. This is going to be first objective phase popping up here in the top. In the bottom of the map. It's actually going to be a Mortar Punisher as well, but in the top of the map, we actually have the members of gillyShark just sieging up and just opening this up in their favor. No one's starting the shrine just yet. The pressure from gillyShark is a little too much. They do still have this camp pushing in with them. Zool gets the root. They are going to be tanking tower shots, reducing their armor by 10 up to 40 as Watson comes up here. They take out the front gate. They're going to rotate out of here and say, cool. Our siege is insanely strong. You now have to deal with that. Let's rotate all the way, grab a wave in mid. That'll get us 7 talent here, and then we can get our objective phase started. And until they get to level 7, I don't think they really try and step into the members of gillyShark, or at least I don't expect them to. We'll see what happens here, as this will be the first objective started. Mortar Punisher for bottom lane. Neo, thank you for the, Neo, thank you for coming by. Sorry, I can't. Or Nino, my brain right now. I'm trying to watch the game and also trying to figure out the name, but that's gonna be Watson taking a lot of damage. They do not have full souls. 50 stacks on that right there as Waterboy gets a Righteous Hammer to the enemy team. Gonna just jump away, but 29 and rising when it comes to these skeletal defenders for the members of gillyShark, and I think this is first objective phase in their favor. Cleanse onto Thrall, I think. Thrall ends up going down right there, but they still get the Mortar Punisher in their favor. Going to be in lane. Stark and friends are going to get dove on Blade. Oh, wait, hold on. They pop the backlash, and that is going to be 35%, 12%. Okay, sorry, I was over exaggerating the amount of damage, but overpower and shadow charge into the front gate, and Rhaegar is going to be going down, stepping. Oh wait, concussion mine from Junkrat right into the steel trap. Hello. Chestlooter not doing anything right there because that's going to be the Phoenix getting all the value from that one. Clyde taking a lot of damage. They actually end up stepping towards the fort. They got a wave with them as well, and Ryokai's got decent attack damage, and they should be able to burn down this fort. Jub going to kind of force them back right there. They do have the Dirty Trickster value on Chestlooter. You can see that little smile underneath them. It's a 12-second cooldown on that, and so whenever they get stunned, rooted, or damaged below 50% of their health, stun, rooted, or damage, below 50% of their health, the total mayhem triggers, and it's a 12-second cooldown on that. So they could pull like a lazy Hydra who did this on this map exactly in mid lane a couple months ago. They were taking a fight and they got dove on, so they turned to the enemy team. Dirty Trickster procced, and then they also had the total mayhem proc as they died, and they actually ended up getting 2 counter kills to their 1. So just little plays like that work out for you. Chestlooter gets the concussion mine on the point, forces Watson off. No 10 talent here on either side just yet, as that will be the level 4 for Stark being finished out, that Jailers being finished out by them. 9.5 to 9.5 when it comes to our experience. Let's go ahead and cycle through those other numbers, get an idea of what they look like, as we do have top lane getting pushed in a little bit. And next objective will be top, and it will be Arcane. Yo, Day, thank you for gifting a sub to Crow. Crow, enjoy your gifted sub. Also, Zuramag, thank you for the raid. Welcome everyone from Zuramag stream. Sorry I missed this. This was 3 minutes ago. Thank you so much for that raid. Welcome everyone from their stream as we get into our game. I'm so sorry about this. Riptire from the Junkrat. Bloodlust comes out from Kaimo Tripson as they open up this mid lane further. There was a silence for a couple seconds from that Stukov, I believe, but they've got a wave. They've got single camp coming in with them, and they're just going to open this up because their siege is just, honest to God, insane on the side of gillyShark right now, as no Purification Salvo or Earthquake used. Bloodlust was used. They're going to turn around and get this camp cleared out. Objective will be in top lane once again, and I think they're going to get themselves a second fort in bottom. D/W, you got a game to cast? Oh, don't worry, you got a game to cast. Thank you. No, I feel bad. Like, thanks for bringing all of your friends over here. That means a ton to me. And Day, once again, thank you for gifting a sub to Crow. Crow, enjoy all of your new emotes and your gilded beard and all that good stuff in chat. Bloodlust wins another game. Wait, but the first game was Bloodlust and it didn't win. Purification Salvo going to be coming out. Crushing Jaws coming out from the Orphe as well. There's a couple members getting very low. Chestlooter needs to get out of there as the Dirty Trickster value will be triggered. Kaimo Tripson going to drop a slowing totem. There's the Earthquake still proccing. And it seems like gillyShark are going to back out of this one. Still trying to maybe chase into Watson. Riptire is going to be coming out. Kind of oh wait, is this a triple? They get a single. Somehow Jub and Watson are going to live through there. There's going to be the Urel going down, Diablo goes down, 92 souls on Diablo, so no revive for them, and that is the most opportunistic time for the gillySharks, but a horrible moment for the members of Heroes of the United States, as this will be objective grab by the gillySharks, and they're going to run it in through top lane. No, they're actually going to just split back. I was wondering if they're going to try and pressure up with the Zool, but no, they decided to just focus on the objective, and they're going to push as a core 5. Oh lordy, making coffee and come back to Bloodlust. Yeah, why did Diablo just walk back in? I'm not sure. Just reasons. There you go. Diablo pathing is questionable. I mean, I'll be honest, I had a really questionable pathing, and sometimes you click and you don't expect you to... sometimes you just have those bad pathing moments. I've done it. I did it earlier today. I pathed through an enemy structure on Towers of Doom, because I'm a potato caster. I'm Diablo, and welcome to Jackass. Riptire coming out, Crushing Jaws will be there, Bloodlust from the Rhaegar as well. They find the Orphea kill immediately. They're going to try and siege in right now and get as much value from Bloodlust as possible. Unfortunately, the objective is not here to tank some of these shots, and they themselves are going to be focused. That's going to be Purification Salvo coming out from Ryokai. Earthquake comes out from the Thrall. A little late, I think, on the Earthquake. I don't think they have the slow on a lot of those members, but now Earthquake's still proccing. They're looking to step up with the Immortal still sitting, Punisher sitting around 55%. The Punisher jumps over. Watson going to be the target. They're going to chase out further onto them. This looks like it's a top lane keep with 13 talent here in their pocket on the side of gillyShark. They should be able to get this, but I think they're going to back off, and they're just going to go ahead and just work on these lanes and get more in their favor across the map. Chest Loot are going to be with the Ripper Air at level 13, if I'm not mistaken, so you're seeing them kind of travel across the map a little bit faster, and as long as they're the only one getting hit by that, they do get a massive cooldown reduction onto their Riptire, or excuse me, onto their Concussion Mine. What's up, Slay? Neo, thank you for the follow a little bit ago. Much appreciated, my friend. Glad you're enjoying the content you're seeing. As well as Masta and Original Noob and Airvodent and God's Wings. Thank you so much for the follows. Sorry I missed those earlier. Whew. So Hodis, little kind of on the defensive posture here, needing to manage their lanes. We've looked at the talents for a little bit here. I want to show the vision really quickly, just because we haven't been able to kind of see how they're setting up defensively and also what they're seeing versus the gillyShark. So they know Chest Looter's top, they know Zul's in mid, or was in mid. Next objective will be in bottom lane. They've got a slightly healthy front gate down there, as Slay, thank you for coming through with the follow as well. Much appreciated, my friend. Glad you're enjoying the content. Phoenix looking a little on their own, but the rest of the friendly team comes out of nowhere. Crushing Jaws will not connect. That's huge for them. Ryokai able to get out of there with the blink means a ton. Also, can we talk about really quickly how just sexy these new skins are for like Phoenix specifically? Like, I think the new Phoenix skins are awesome looking. It's just me. It's cool. It kind of gives it a different texture and just model in general. Alrighty. We're gonna cycle through the numbers once again. I was just looking to see how close we were to levels, and now with this, I think the members of gillyShark, they're looking to set up for a potential kill. I think they saw them rotating up here, so they think they know the bush party's happening. Yeah, they see them clearing. They know they're going to just play this safe, and they're not going to step too far into the enemy team. Urel's still clearing top lane. But knowing that the next objective will be frozen and coming in through bottom, they're going to try and soft push this bottom lane, open things a little bit up further for the gillySharks, but they're just using their range damage for that. They're not going to step too far forward into the enemy team. They don't want to get caught out and give over any sort of advantage to the enemy side. As promised, let's go ahead and cycle through those other numbers, get an idea of what those look like, as we have 16 talent here on the side of gillyShark, and Hodis looking to close that gap, but got a lot of lane management first. Phoenix skins are 11 out of 10, Deathwing 2. Can I be blunt about the Deathwing skins? I don't like that they gave him a Rhino horn. I don't know why, but the Rhino horn on the Deathwing skins for this event, I don't know why. Those bother me. Backlash can be coming out. That's 12% of Diablo's death. Watson does have full souls. They're going to try and cancel those right there. Crushing Jaws comes out. That's going to be the Earthquake as well. Miasma going to be used by Blazes. They're trying to step in and find multiple kills. That's the Earthquake coming out from the Thrall. There's going to be a Purification Salvo swiping onto 2. Watson should go down to that damage. Doesn't find it. Riptire is not going to be enough damage. They are worried about potentially having that canceled out, so they just get the damage they can, and that will be 15 to 17 in levels. They lose their Orphea in mid lane, and this will be objective phase once again over to the side of gillyShark. Rhino horn, yeah, go look at the Deathwing skins. He has like a horn now. He has like a Rhino horn. And it kind of bothers me. In the new Deathwing skins, like the Deathwing dark, the dark events for the Deathwing, like he has like a massive like protruded horn off of the top of his skin in comparison to the other ones. It just, I don't know why, but it bothers me. Like the jawline and the horn bother me a ton. I don't know why. Every time I look at it, I'm just like, it's that. Like, it just makes his head look weird. So, Frozen Punisher will be grabbed. They have Camp in mid lane. They've got Camp against them in top lane, but gillyShark will grab one more Camp for bottom, and they're looking to push on in and potentially push through. Orphea just meleeing Zul. Yeah. Checking bush. Nice use of the ability power right there. Deathwing has always had a but no, it's massive though. It's huge. It's like before it's just like a little. Now it's just like a mega horn. Anyways, we do have the absorption from Yrel, gonna eat the jump from the Punisher. Watson gonna get a fire stomp out right there. This can be the Skeletal Mages. There's gonna also be a Bloodlust from the Rhaegar. Flailing Start coming out from the Stukov, kind of saves them from the Apocalypse. Apocalypse was kind of used right there as a defensive manner, as the Bloodlust will slowly go out, stop right there as Waterboy is very low. Purification Salvo going to be coming out. Riptire going to be targeting Jub, gets the heal off in time. You can overpower the Riptire? Hello? Today I learned. Bottom lane keep goes down as the members of gillyShark are looking to step towards core. This Punisher in tow at 17% of its health. They do have the core defense mechanics. Watson very low, does end up going down. That's going to be Soul's reset on Diablo. So he's going to back up in 2 seconds. Orphea down for the next 28. Zool going to be focusing onto Waterboy as they get the concussion mine over the wall or over the core, as this is going to be Camp putting some pressure onto core. This is the core also slowly but surely falling in favor for gillyShark. They find a kill onto Yrel as well as Diablo, and gillyShark are going to take a dominant and quick game number 2 on Infernal Shrines, and they take the series 2-0. GG. Well played. Sure, I see it now. Horny Deathwing. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Clever. Slayhots, I agree, yeah. Yeah, it's a pronounced nose hump. I don't know, I can't get over it. Either way, gillyShark's cleaning up. Dear Lord. Once again, Zura, I really want to give you credit where credit's due. Thank you for the raid. Much appreciated, my friend. And Day, thank you for the gifted sub as well. All right, let's go ahead and message the gillySharks and see what they want to do.
Hello. Hello.
All right, we'll get Kaimo in here in just a second. At this time, I'm going to be joined by the captain of gillySharks, Kaimo Tripson. How you feeling after that 2-0 victory after your long rivals of Here's the United States?
Awesome. We prepped hardcore for HOTUS. We were looking forward to facing them. You know, we were hoping that we could improve our, 30% win rate against them from the Div B days. We had a plan. We did our plan. Got a win on the board for this week, so we're feeling pretty good.
So I want to talk about this because Bloodlust. It's Bloodlust composition coming out from them. It's a little terrifying. They step into you. They have web wrap. They have all this stuff. Was it literally just trying to bait the web wrap out so Chess could get the disintegrate onto it? Because it just kind of seemed like you were playing around that. And then Bloodlust came out and you just went ahead and were like, cool, sank, we're done. We're done, that's it.
Yeah. So, when we were loading into the game, our plan was Tyrion's going to try to hide at a vision. Otherwise, he just gets cocooned immediately and we die. And when they pop Bloodlust, I will swipe them to buy some time, and then Tyrion will pop back and sank. And that will buy the rest of Bloodlust. But since they had a super aggressive comp, we were really just trying to stick to the race and not fight them as much as possible. And that was, I guess, our solution to beating Bloodlust was just not ever take a fight.
It kind of worked out for you a little bit right there. So it was a good game number 1. Now moving into game 2, I mean, we're obviously transitioning into a different map, different style. They changed some things. What was the Rhaegar pick for you guys? Was that you trying to say we can play it too, or were you just like we're going to show you that it's doable for us as well?
Well, I couldn't decide if I wanted to play Stukov or Rhaegar there.
Okay.
But with the comp that we were already building, with the Zool frontline, with the skeletons, we figured Bloodlust would work pretty well. And it would also play into if they wanted to fight us, we could just press Bloodlust and win the team fight. And then we don't have to have an answer to Bloodlust if they can't pick it.
It seems good. Seems a little good. But it was a really, really good game. Before I let you run out of here, are there any shouts that you'd like to give? The floor is all yours.
Oh yeah, shoutouts to Chess Looter in Game 5 for playing nothing.
Okay.
He was in the game and did nothing. Excellent. Shout out to Bahamut for casting us on a Sunday night. We love you.
Thank you.
Shout out to Ramadi for helping us get our act together and figure out how to play as a team, because apparently we forgot some week. And yeah, he whipped us into shape, and now we're tip-top form, ready to go. Shout out to the rest of the team for making me make the tough decisions of who gets to play on game days. And shout out to Bloodlust for being the most busted heroic in the game.
All right. Well, thank you so much for the interview. Thank you so much for the games. Congratulations on your 2-0 victory, and I look forward to seeing you further down in NGS Season number 9. You have a wonderful night, and congratulations on your victory versus Hodus.
Oh, one more thing.
Yeah?
I have to shout out Gilly, obviously. I'm a terrible person and forgot. Without her, we would not be a team. And she brought us all together. So shout outs to Gillyweed. Hope she is doing great things with Wisdom Media. And yeah, that is it. Now you may kick me out.
Well, thank you for the interview. Enjoy your night. Congratulations on your 2-0 victory, Kaimo.
All right, see you, Bahamut.